Favorite part of Cusset Camp? Boy, how do you put that into words, huh?
Expansive.
Incredible family fun.
Traditions.
Fun, energetic.
Reconnecting.
It is awesome.
The quintessential familial reconnection.
Family, food, and friendship.
Really living.
Cousin Camp is fun.
Family is awesome.
Participation, fun, and this expansive sense of love and family.
Interesting.
Goofy family fun.
Weirdest fun I ever had. That's a great way to put it.
Just one word, family.
One word, and that's family.
The first time I remember doing the cross lake swim was like in the mid 60s, and we'd all jump in like a little 14-foot putt-putt skiff. We just jump on somebody's dock, and Pete and Kim and Christiane, and I remember Lisa was really young, and Eric. We'd all jump in, and Mel would row, and we'd swim across the lake. That activity is kind of the first thing that I think of when I think of the evolution of Cousin Camp, which of course turned into an event called the Cross Lake Swim, which went on for many, many years.
Cross Lake Swim became very, very big and popular. There were over 100 swimmers.
But there was this gigantic cross lake swim that grew to be what we were talking about today, 125 maybe at the maximum, and it needed to pair back with this swim that's safe anymore. And it seems like right in that era is when it all started.
I had this real longing for the great memories I had at the beach as a little girl. And those were some of my very best memories. And so I was wanting to recreate my memories for my kids. And then I think Kaya came up with, well, let's do Cousin Camp.
Saturday morning doing the cross lake swim, hearing the band, having cinnamon rolls and blueberries.
And it's exhilarating and exhausting. And you come back and have blueberries and cinnamon rolls. And it's the best thing. Best reward.
You just don't have a gig at 7 a.m. You know? But we figured people can swim across the lake, we can play music at 7 a.m.
I remember being super young and hanging out in the hot tub while all the adults were swimming across the lake.
Now it's cheerleading.
Now it's cheerleading for the swimmers.
We've had the Cross Lake Swim. This is my 30th year.
I remember when I did the cross lake swim when I was 6.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There were 11 in the hot tub.
11 in the hot tub.
The scram, it's bacon and eggs and all that good stuff. It's just, the scram is just about bacon. Come on, let's just face it. Nobody cares if there were eggs or tomatoes or green onions in there.
This is a pan. You spray pan on top of it. This is critical so that you're able to get the slide to and fro that the song talks about.
Young flippers on flapjacks, we're here to make a comeback. We think the flipping is just grand. We always make them pancakes, we never make them sandcakes. They always seem to hit the pan, and when they slide to and fro, we know it's time to flip them, and over they go. We never seem to miss by cracking. We have formed an order, known beyond the border, known as the IOAPF.
I love being on the beach here with the fire going and crackling and watching the sun go down.
My favorite activity is campfires. Any of the song singing that happens around the campfire. I think that's always really special.
One of the things that really resonates with me is I always remember are the campfires and the songs and those moments when you've spent the whole day together, you're exhausted from swimming and all these activities, and then you're just kind of cuddled up by a campfire.
I like barges.
sang barges to all my kids to get them to sleep.
Barges is like my tightest tie back to Auntie Kimmer sitting around the campfire. So it's absolutely Barges now. I can still like hear her leading those songs, and that's super special.
I remember Kim being our camp director, and Kim standing up front with the songs were all written on those big poster papers, and she would flip the sheets, and she could direct the songs. But that's one of those pictures in my mind that's there. It's like the backdrop is the lake, and there's Kim with that flip chart doing the songs.
I love the skits. I love the songs. I love being on the beach here.
My favorite activity is dancing, for sure. It's always, whatever night it is, Friday night or Saturday night, it's when we either Zumba or we square dance or we free dance, and dancing with Peter Davis and Christiane. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
For me, the dancing, the variety, what was it, the disco,
Zumba.
square dancing, plus the Zumba was great, but the guy who was playing disco music and calling out square dances and stuff like that, you don't find that everywhere. No.
My favorite activity are the games that we get to play that are unique to cousin camp.
I love the art project. I think we could just do art projects all year long.
Our art is fabulous because we get to experiment with art, and for so many people that is a very risk-taking. It's a supportive environment for taking personal risks.
I really learned how to water ski at cousin camp because we had a rule that you had to water ski before you could eat breakfast.
I remember when we were little kids, you had to go water skiing or wakeboarding before you could go inner tubing.
My earliest memory from cousin camp happened then, and it would have been water skiing, pretty sure, learning from Murray. And I got up on like my probably 15th try. Face planted a whole bunch, but I did it.
Some of the older cousins telling a story about like a seaweed monster who lived in the lake, and at night he would come out and eat you, or something like that.
My favorite part was when we would go out. We were all pretty young, and the floating dock was out right to the right of the dock, and we would swim out there, and we'd stand on the dock, and people would all like, just run out and try and play king of the dock. Pretty much, we'd never say it. We would just kind of stand up there and just start pushing each other off.
Yeah, we would play king of the hill on the raft, and we were all really small, so it didn't hurt when you got thrown in the water.
Every single cousin, no matter of age, like really looks forward to cousin camp.
When I miss it, I know it. It's like, I'm sure you get back to it.
Kind of the benefits and impact of having cousin camp reveals itself over the years by seeing a group of the next generation that's very cohesive, very close, really good friends.
And everybody just kind of comes together. It's not like there's these cliques. You've got these 20-year-olds playing with the 4-year-olds, and you've got just these different groups, and they just change throughout the day who you hang out with. And I think the confidence that the kids all got growing up, doing skits in front of people, having to talk in front of people, having to sing in these groups, I think that really helped our kids growing up.
Cousin camp's been a way for us to meet those relatives that we may not have met in another way, like meeting Gabriel or Yo Stein, those kind of people, or those relatives.
Everyone's welcome, and you never don't feel welcome when you're at cousin camp, and that's like, I think, honestly one of the coolest things about being here.
There's just this like wonderful, loving sense of family where everyone's included, and it's all about like encouraging participation.
Whether you're a guest, a neighbor, an old friend, you are completely
taken into the family and traditions and the atmosphere, and it's so wonderful to be a part of that.
You really experience it. There are no distractions. Your only job for the weekend is to be with cousins. It's a treasure. Cousin Camp is a treasure.
I can't wait to bring my kids to cousin camp, and I really hope that it's something that we keep going sort of forever, I guess.
Hopefully we can just keep this going.
Forever.
Forever.
I love it. I would want to come until I'm dead.
I'm just really grateful that Mel live in such a fabulous place. And I just want to thank this whole family for making this work.
Thank you so much, More, for all you've done for us all of these years.
Change is what got it to where it is. So like there's an evolution to it. And there's a day where, I mean, we're there now, where it's not what Mel and Pete and Uncle Bill and Carm think it should be. It's going to become what others think it should be, and it will continue to evolve. I know that it'll evolve through just this familial love that is sort of so prevalent here, that it'll evolve in a very, very cool way.